Heyo, it's Chris, aka Rufotris Rooted Rockhound, and today I'm so excited to take y'all with me to the Grand Canyon. My mother-in-law was so kind to fly us down to Arizona to spend Christmas break with her, and they took us down to the Grand Canyon. We spent a night down there, and I'm going to take y'all with me to enjoy some of the sights that we got to see. On our way back, we stopped in Sedona and saw some amazing crystal shops that'll be in the part 2, but there will be a little sneak peek at the end, so don't miss that. And before we get into it, I do want to announce my Patreon is now live. You can get sign-up bonuses when you join my Patreon, as well as monthly goodies. There will also be Patreon-exclusive giveaways and other things to look forward to in the future. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into it and enjoy the Grand Canyon. I actually almost took some of this footage out, but you know, our drive-in was pretty cool, and I enjoyed seeing all the cactus everywhere, like cacti, whatever you want to say, but it was really cool. You don't get to see that everywhere. You know, it's a definitely Southwest US thing, and it's something I really miss from living out this way. So it was a fairly long drive to get there from where we were down near Phoenix, Arizona. But what was crazy is we saw on the maps that it said once you get only about a couple miles from the entrance, which is what you see right up there, is dead stop traffic. The entrance to get in is about an hour to an hour and a half, sometimes more, of just sitting in your car. And yeah, so we got out and we walked while the in-laws drove. Really appreciate them for that. The line of cars is really long, so we got out to walk. They're back there. And me and Whitney are just walking in. Look, and there's a Smokey the Bear.
Thank you.
Here we got a sign. Grand Canyon National Park. We're at the entrance. We've walked 0.8 miles since we got out of the car. There's still like a quarter of a mile back there, I think. And we're just gonna keep on walking in. So we walked all the way up to the entrance and then back to the car. And there, we're now walking along the cars and traffic. Hey, look what's on the side of the road. Is that a botryoidal chalcedony? I just found a bot. Look at that, botryoidal chalcedony. Except we're in Grand Canyon National Park, so I can't keep it as much as I want to. I'm not keeping any rocks here, but I will show y'all some cool rocks I find. So that was cool find number 1. Little funky botryoidal chalcedony. Keep the wildlife wild. Do not interact with the edibles. Globally important Alberta area. I'm editing right now, and I don't even know what that was. I guess, just being silly. Anyway, so after walking for actually a few miles, we walked back and forth to the entrance and back to the car a couple times, ended up getting back in the car close to the entrance, and here we're driving from the entrance up to our hotel in the Grand Canyon. And when we got there, there was, you know, some more don't feed the wildlife things like this one, but there was also a little gift shop we went in, and in there we did see, unfortunately, they were selling these. And if I can just give my 2 cents, please don't buy stuff like this. It doesn't support any indigenous tribes almost ever, and they wouldn't call them Indian rocks. They would call them native rocks, and half of these, like, what are they actually supposedly using them for? Anyway, then we had some state rocks or state gemstones, and then we had the tumble bin. And the tumble bin was hilarious because none of it was material from the Grand Canyon, that's for sure. Look at all this stuff. And the little gift shop here, and we've got some things we can fill a bag with some polished rocks. Some dyed Brazilian agate. What a shame. Some painted ones. Some Grand Canyon scenery painted on some agates. That's kind of cool. If they weren't dyed. And we got some rough over here. These are from Mexico. None of this is from the Grand Canyon. Oh, look at that amethyst. That chevron amethyst. Got these kinetic sand sculptures I was playing with. They're fun. I just flipped a bunch of them. That one's being weird. Oh, that one got super glittery. I like this one being all drippy. Walking up to our little spot. Little spot we're staying.
There's a hole in it.
There's a hole in the tree so the birds can see. They're stinky little mules.
Oh, you can't pet them though.
Do not pet the mules.
I want to be its best friend.
Hi, stinkers. You guys sure are stanky.
Look at that.
Some deer back there as well.
Oh, there's one with a. Did you see him squat under and crawl under? Did you see him? He just put his
He just
into crab
crawled
walked
right under.
it. He crab walked under it. Crab deer.
Hey girl, turn around. You're not gonna look at me.
I am looking at you.
You made it. You made it.
Wow. So, is that the river?
Yeah, I think this is probably kind of.
So tomorrow are we gonna walk down and out? Because this looks like a path.
Wow.
I'm gonna do one more
We've
side.
got the sun just starting to
Well,
set.
the camera on the front of the
That is beautiful.
The camera on the front is better than the camera that looks. You know that, right? Can you come sit over here? Come sit a little over here. There you go. That's much better.
Oh, look at how far I can zoom in. That's so crazy.
I don't know why, but I always, when I think of the Grand Canyon, I just think of the main canyon part. I don't think about all of this rest of this being carved so far out. It's interesting. I just think of like the main.
Wow, the zoom is nuts on this
I feel like
phone.
when it's showed in, you know, through TV and stuff, it's
Well, when
always
you're
just
on
like
the other
they're basically down in there already.
Well, but when you're on the other side, there's not as much of this.
Oh. Oh, you.
All right, we're just walking around waiting for the sunset. Get some nice sunset shots in a minute. The sun is behind us. It's currently 4:20. Look at that diving board. That's a long drop. But we're gonna walk up over on that peninsula and look over the other side. Yeah, that's pretty far straight down. Oh well, look, I can see a person down there. I'm zoomed all the way in. I think that's more, look, all the way down. Look on my phone. Right there on the trail, there's two people walking right there. There's
yeah,
a
I
third
see
person
'em.
up there.
Yeah, I can see him. I can see him with my naked eyes.
I don't want to look at next to
It's really far away.
Yeah, I can see it.
Genuine gold from the Grand Canyon.
AJ, find
You want some genuine gold from the Grand Canyon? Some gold leafing in a jar? No.
Whitney walked outside. I'm gonna go see.
Raw tiger's eye. Actually, some nice crystal points in here. They dyed. Is that glass? Questionable. Desert rose. Ooh. I think this is a lab-grown. Oh, carborundum.
You are a Taurus. Oh my God, are you a Taurus? Are you Taurus? No. Oh, this is cool. That's why it's cool.
That's actually not a bad price for the pyrite. Alright, let's go outside. Okay. Out of the gift shop and out onto the lookout point here.
Okay, guys. Smile. Yeah. Okay. Great. Thank you so much. Enjoy, guys. Yeah. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
They're walking down there.
So I guess we can walk down there. Walk around and down. Well, that's a shame. People throwing coins in the Grand Canyon. Oh bueno.
You missed the bird. There was a bird down there.
Yeah. Well, there's that diving board we could see from over on the side.
Just looking.
That's a bird.
What's the restaurant? Oh, that one there? Yeah. Oh, I thought you did that.
Where are those killer squirrels? Where are those mining squirrels?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Yeah.
So, see the flight around all the way down there? You can see some guy who yeah, that's just
Oh,
Yeah.
got some snowmen at the Grand Canyon.
looks too big.
You put your food in there so the bears don't get it.
Oh, could be. I think it's like a rest stop.
Yeah.
Bucky's cabin. What do we got here? Born soldier, a born leader of men. He was a wild, reckless fellow, soft-spoken, and of dauntless courage and boundless ambition. What happened to him? Oh, it's the Bucky O'Neill Suites. And the Bright Angel Lodge. That's where we're having dinner tonight, one of the restaurants in there. Gonna go walk around for a minute, and then we're gonna go try and catch a little bit of sunset to show y'all. See you in just a minute. So it says, Mary Coulter designed this geological fireplace to reflect the natural strata of the Grand Canyon, beginning with the flat river bottom rocks from the Colorado River, which form the hearth. Each layer builds up from the hearth, using rocks from the geological strata found in the Grand Canyon. That's pretty cool. We got some little dioramas here. Crazy giant binoculars.
Come look at this picture of these girls. It's a park ranger outfit.
Interesting.
Do you think that's real?
Yeah, oh, people do crazy stuff. Who knows how far it is below them? It might just be like 10, 20 feet.
It looks pretty crazy.
A lot of historical things in here. Lots to come see. If y'all are interested in the historical stuff, I'm sorry I'm not going to spend so much time on it. But you can pause and read stuff if you'd like. Oops, sorry. Finger slid on the zoom. You ever see inside one of those and see all the little things? All the little different prices that can pop up. That's pretty cool. Oops, I'm sorry, I zoomed in instead of out. Mary Coulter, she's the one who designed that fireplace. So sunset's not over the Grand Canyon, but that is some pretty cool clouds there. Check that out.
They have an option for free, but they say GF needs free, but nothing is labeled.
A little more of the sunset. Too bad it's not over the Grand Canyon because we're on the wrong side. So we're literally the opposite direction of the rim. But that being said, we will get up and watch the sunrise over the Grand Canyon tomorrow. So I'll probably put that up shortly right after here and go enjoy the rest of the evening with the family and see y'all in the morning for the sunrise. We're still walking, just kidding. It's still evening, not back for the sunrise yet, but there's a little bit of the sunset, and as we were walking back, it turns out we could see a little more of the Grand Canyon from here. We were up over that way, 100 yards or so. Oh yeah, look, there's the lodge, okay. See, there's the lookout lodge we were just at. We walked out and around over here.
We'll be in the not safety
He's got hair. Hair and a pine cone, a little snowman. It's a pretty peaceful walk, actually, up from the Grand Canyon rim up to the lodge we're staying in. Some people over there having a snowball fight. The bus laughed. That was weird. Alrighty, it's nighttime. We're at the Grand Canyon. I'm outside the lodge. And I brought my black light. So let's go look around for a minute and just see if we see anything really cool in the black light. And of course, no, I'm not taking anything home. But you know, just for the fun of it. We're gonna look around and see what we see. Noticed a bit of Jasper today, a couple little pieces of chalcedony. We saw on my walk up to the entrance, we saw that botryoidal chalcedony. Well, I can go walking over to where there's more rocks, not just pine cones. Ooh, that one looks kind of like some agate goodness. Look at the little dots on the left. So we can definitely see some very reactive stuff on some of the rocks, like this one. It's got that crust layer on the outside. A bunch of these rocks have a very reactive partial coating. Wonder if it's some sort of like, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Whoa, what's this guy? Wow, a lot going on there. So some of that is lichen. Oh, check this out. Whoa. Some flowers that are not showing as well on the camera, but these flowers are super UV reactive. Whoa. Well, I was extremely underwhelmed. At least in the lodge area. It's pretty much just pine cones and plants that are glowing. With a bunch of this, I don't even know, calcite stuff on the outside of these rocks. Oh no. Calcium bicarbonate buildup. So now we get to some photos I took of the stars. I stayed out a little late and I took a handful of long time-lapse shots of the stars. This one I kind of moved around a little bit so it looked funny. But I enjoy how a lot of these came out. I'm very pleased with how the iPhone 13 can take these pictures. You can actually see the Milky Way in these ones here. And then I love it. The trees show up. It's beautiful. I definitely will be taking more pictures of the stars as I do more travels anywhere that has a good view of the sky at night. But that's going to be it for this video. I really appreciate y'all watching. A like, a subscribe, and a comment goes a long way to help me out on the channel. And I just want to let y'all know my Patreon is now live. So check out that video that I just put out yesterday on my Patreon. It'll give you a little more info of what's available and what you can get by joining. And I will see y'all for part 2 because I had so much footage. Here's a little sneak peek of some of the amazing crystals we saw at a shop in Sedona on our way home. But there's also the amazing petrified wood that you saw there and just many other things that'll be in the part 2. So I'll see y'all next time, and until then, have a good one. Take care.